Hello, Aquarius. I am Melinda NailFanatic, and this is a reading for August 2020 regarding your birth chart placement zodiac sign of Aquarius. Please feel free to cross-watch and watch your other birth chart placements, as sometimes those will have more resonance, okay? There's more detailed information below the video, and I look forward to reading all your comments about how these messages served you well. Intention is your overall energy for August 2020. And I'm hearing a lot of you don't have Aquarius in a birth chart position that even you tend to watch. But what humanity will learn, Aquarius, for those of you who are Sun, Moon, Rising, North, Northern, Venus, Aquarius, is that the Aquarius readings are going to resonate for everyone in some fashion or form because of the fact that we are now in the age of Aquarius. So let's see what this intention card has to say for you. I'm going to read from the book. It says, intention is possibly the greatest power on earth, for what you intend is usually what you will manifest and experience. Positive and loving intentions are instrumental in creating positive and loving experiences and outcomes. On the other hand, negativity and fear create doubt and uncertainty. By focusing on what you intend, your intentions will manifest. But you must first think about and be very clear about what it is you want and don't want. In order for something to manifest externally, you must first have a clear picture of it inside of you. Your thoughts and intentions hold great power. They are living energies capable of creating and influencing our lives. Your intentions are a preview to your future. Sit quietly for a while each day and visualize what it is you really want. Keep that vision in your heart and mind as you work towards making your vision a reality. I watched a video Kevin Trudeau did, and he said what the elite and wealthiest of the wealthy know is that success is 99% thought and 1% action, but not just any action, inspired action. So as you set your intention, you're doing the 99% thought. And what we have channeled on this show is that procrastination is allowing divine timing to come into play, giving spirit a chance to bring all the synchronistic components to your creation together, okay? So that things will unfold in the most divine and successful flowing way. Because we can work and slave and try to make it happen, but there is more involved in your realization of your dreams and your wishes than just you. Everything and everybody else has to be ready and right too. So from the past life oracle cards, you have spouse. And that's what some of you are looking to manifest, is a spouse at this time. I feel like not only do you want a spouse, I'm hearing you want a spouse that you have a strong or past life connection with. Like in specific, you could be drawing in a soulmate with a past life connection. You want something that's so intense. And the reason you want it is because you decided this before you came. You wanted a relationship that would offer you the most spiritual growth and the most fastest, most rapid method of spiritual progress available to you. And so you're asking for, in this lifetime, a spouse with a past life connection. That's what you're working to manifest. So in the intention card, the advice for you is to, instead of giving so much attention to, I'm alone, I haven't met this person yet, instead feel the energy of them without putting a face and a name on it, without putting a how it has to happen or when it has to happen on it. Put the energy of it. Feel your partner laying next to you in bed. Have that conversation with them in your head. And as you fall asleep, remember to give thanks for this connection and know even from where you're at, that everything that's happening is happening for a purpose and for a reason to bring you together, as long as you really believe that this person exists and will find their way to you eventually, or you will find your way to them. Most likely, the way I see it unfolding is it'll be a synchronistic rendezvous where you kind of walk into each other, both of you. The bottom of the deck for the Little Prince Tarot is the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, creating from your place of energy, from your place of power. I feel like what's going to help release a lot of the energy that is resistant to your bringing this in is going to be making forgiveness and making peace, not necessarily in the physical, but at least in the spiritual realms, with those who have hurt you in the past, with unsatisfying love experiences that you've had because they did not last, and the ones that fell out and fell on the floor and didn't act the way that you could sustain that relationship anymore. So making forgiveness and peace, because I feel like this is all in God's hand. The only thing that you can really do to speed this along is work on your own self, okay? So in your past energy, you have the moon. In other words, in your past, you have the past. In the past, you had some romantic situation, but there was illusions there. There was lies. There was some sort of, your happiness fell on the floor. This is the card that fell on the floor, happiness. Your happiness fell on the floor because somebody was not what they were presenting themselves to be, okay? In your present, you have the King of Cups. You say, I have all this love to give and I have nowhere to give it. All I can do is just hold it in my heart and I really want to give it. I really want to give this love to someone. And God says, continue to hold that love in your heart and not only give it, but give it on a spiritual plane. That's where your power is right here. And the more you give that love to yourself, because of the type of connection that you're attracting, the more you give it to the other. Yes, the childhood fell on the floor. So again, happiness in childhood. So some of this stuff that is affecting the resistance in attracting this partnership you want is where your happiness fell on the floor in the past as a child. I feel like, I see somebody saw their parents fight and one of their parents was flung to the floor. And after that, one of the parents left and was to be seen no more. And so what this has done is created within you a disbelief that the type of relationship you want could actually happen. And that even if it did happen, that it could last, because you saw from your own childhood experience the opposite of that. You saw things fall apart, okay? So what is happening here? Hold on a second. I had a pop-up, so that's interesting because I've never had that happen before. So that's telling me, the fact that that happened during your live reading here is telling me that some of this stuff is popping up from your past, showing you where happiness isn't lasting for you because of these childhood issues. So you could have memories coming back to you. You have memories coming back to you from when you were a kid that you completely forgotten these things had happened. But they're coming up right now because you say to yourself, God, I have all this love and I just want to give it. I want my spouse. But there's somebody who's watching this and you're already married, but you're seeing that in your marriage, past childhood issues are coming up, okay? And your hidden blessing, we have the Six of Swords. Your hidden blessing is that you have a mate who doesn't want to be confrontational. You have a mate that does not want to be confrontational, but the thing is, it's causing you to sit in this vulture energy. I hear depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, because your mate won't fight with you. For you who is married, it makes you get depressed because of what you saw as a childhood. Somewhere in your mind, you relate the fact of fighting to, they really love me if they're willing to fight with me. But the truth is, your partner loves you so much that they're not willing to go there with you. And so as you realize that and you come into that understanding, you're going to release this energy. Yes, spiritual guidance. You have the angel here. spiritual guidance, protection from harm all over this energy. The challenge for you is the Fool, to drop off the weight of the past and move forward. Over the Fool, we have the Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. What would happen if the fact that your partner didn't argue with you began to be translated into love? How about you set that as an intention? Rather than taking it as a slight when my partner refuses to fight, I will see it as a blessing, as a source of light, because in reality, I don't like to fight. How's that? There's a beautiful affirmation that just was channeled for you. It's saying that this is going to be a bit of a challenge for you. The table is here and it says hard work ahead, but you can do it. The table is set. You have all that you need. You have the perfect partner to do this work with for you who is married. Okay. So the story has shifted a little bit. And for those of you who are still single, calling this mate in, pay attention, because I feel like this is the type of energy that is going to come up for you. And it doesn't have to happen with your spouse. Some of you are going to do this in another relationship in order to prepare you and train you for when this partnership actually unfolds. Okay. In your environment, you have the Page of Cups, which is, I see this as a partner. For those of you who are not yet in connection, this is your partner is sitting there, they're alone, they're thinking about what kind of relationship. This person is doing the work of intention. The person that you are being drawn to is doing the work of intention to allow their self to align to the relationship that is divinely designed between you and them. Now, for those of you who are married, this is your partner sitting there thinking about the good old times. I'm getting some nostalgic energy. Remember that this is an intuitive channel. And so this person is thinking about how much they love you. And I feel like when you bottle yourself off, what I hear is when you bottle yourself off and they refuse to speak to you, it's because the you that you're being is not the you that they love. So they don't want to engage with that person, because the person that you're married to knows that what they focus upon grows. And so if they battle with you, they know that that battle is going to grow. Okay. The advice for you is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords confronts negativity and confronts it with the goal of releasing it. And so I don't feel like this is confronting the negativity towards your partner. I feel like this is confronting your own negative beliefs and patterns. Why? Because the Eight of Swords, it's time for you to free yourself and rise above the repetitive patterns of being argumentative, of seeing things for the worst, of constantly being stuck in your head and creating a story that isn't really happening in your physical world. Now the horse came out and it says short journey. It's just a small energetic shift that has to happen in you so that you could have the happiness that you wanted. We're trying to relax this tense energy around you, is what Spirit says. And it is a requirement. It is necessary. It is time. Now is the time. No, you cannot have what you want until you do this work. Period. Study with the Hierophant energy comes out as well. So this is apply the life lessons. You've done this enough. You have the spiritual guidance in front of you. You have the protection and the spiritual guidance of the angel. So you could call upon your angels to teach you how to be the match to the relationship that you want. And trust and believe that if you've called in this loving, unconditionally loving partnership, Spirit is going to train you to be that way too, because you can only have that which you are a match to. And investing, you're going to have to invest your energy to receive the blessings that you desire. So Aquarius, these are the messages that we have for you at this time. It's just a small adjustment, just like when I adjusted the sign, picking up a couple things off the floor that you hadn't wanted to look at before. You've got this. Until next time, sending you blessings of love, peace, and happiness. Laters.